Hi friends, once again welcome back to Roji's Share Tips. Today we are going to do the share analysis of LIC Housing Finance. And the reason why we are doing the share analysis right now is because the share is available at a fair price. The business model is financing for purchase, housing, etc. As we all know, as per the name, it's financing activities. And this company has a very good growth potential considering the requirement of finance in India. Now you can also see that this is F&O activated stock. Only 200 companies in India have this privilege. Almost 7,500 companies were listed in Indian stock market. Out of this, less than 200 companies were in F&O. If F&O activation is there, means this company is traded in huge volume. The trading happening in this share is in huge volume. Now if you look at the market cap, it is 24,629 crores. Which means it is a large cap stock and company is firmly established in the market. It's not a new company anymore. So now you can also see it is second largest company, second largest housing finance company in India. So in this sector, the financing sector, as per the market cap, this is the second largest company, and the first company is going to be HDFC. Current market price is at 445, which is 70% discounted price from its all-time high of 1,500, and that price actually came in 2010. But if you are looking at the recent highs, that is in last 3 or 4 years, this share has gone to 750, 550 levels. So you can easily expect the share to touch the same price. Book value is 375 and this is the most attractive part of the share. The share price is 445 and the book value is 375, which means it is 84% of the share price is covered in the book value. Even if the company is liquidated, still you will be entitled to get this 375 rupees. So which means the risk is very low, right? The face value is 2 rupees, which means stock split is possible in another 2 to 5 years. The reason I am saying it is 5 years because this share is moving slowly. So we cannot expect this share to move beyond 1,000 or 1,500 in another 2 years or 3 years. So it is going to take some reasonable time for a share split. Now if you look at the dividend yield, it is 1.90, which shows 190 rupees returns per year for every 10,000 rupees invested. That means the dividend is not very good but not very bad also, somewhere in the middle. Now if you look at the bonus history, you can see this company hasn't issued any bonuses so far, so holding this share for bonus is not a good idea. If you look at the 12-month returns, you can see 57%, and this is mainly because of the recovery after the COVID. Now the 5-year returns is minus 26, which is not very good. If you look at the maximum returns, which is 16 years and showing 1000%, is okay, nothing really great, but it was okay. Inventory turnover is not applicable for the stock. Now if we look at ROE, it is 14.1, ROCE 8.13 and ROA 1.21. It is okay, neither good neither bad, it's somewhere in the middle. Debt to equity is 10.1, which is looking seriously bad. But the one thing you have to understand is the financing companies, whether it is banks or any other financing companies, they take loans from RBI. And this loan is not from anyone else, it is from RBI. So this 10.1 may look bad for many people, but it's not that bad. And considering the fact that this is government company, LIC is a government company, there is no reason that this company can collapse. And as far as the company is staying in profit, this 10.1 is not a bad sign. Now the debt to profit is 75.9, which looks slightly not okay, but considering the above facts, it is okay. Promoter holding is 40.31, which shows promoter has substantial stake in this company. Now if you look at the DII and FII, they have made substantial amount, 28.8% and 15.57%, which means the company is very attractive from the investor's point of view. Now if you look at the stock P, you will be amazed. This is only 11.9% and the industry average is 26.6. That shows the company is largely undervalued. So even if the share price flies from 440 to 1000 to 1500, there is no surprise in the future. The consistent and growing profit in last 11 years shows that the company is in a good trajectory. Reserves 20,500 crores has increased from 18,164 crores, shows that company has sufficient reserves to handle any kind of financial stocks. Now if you look at the chairman of LIC, it is Mr. M.R. Kumar, and no info is found on education and age. However, he is working with LIC for last 28 years. Now CEO and MD is Mr. Y. Vishwanath Gowda, and regarding him also no info found on age and education. However, one thing I can assure you that These two people has been working with LIC for many years and they have high experience. The owner of this company is of course the government of India, so it is always a guaranteed company and it is not going to collapse. This company is founded in the year 1989, which means they have completed 32 years of existence. Organization is headquartered in the Mumbai, which is the financial capital of India itself. You can see the company's presence in India in annual report PDF page 7. Here you can see company's presence in India and it is distributed for the entire India, right? And it is having the corporate office in Mumbai and regional office in Mumbai, Warangal, Mangaluru, Kolkata and in Delhi. And you can also see that the company has overseas presence in Dubai and Kuwait, 2,427 employees, 9 regional offices, 450 coverage centers, 24 back offices. Now the next thing to look is subsidiaries, which are numbered total 4, and one is LIC HFL Care Homes Limited. Like that there are 4 subsidiaries, and subsidiary information is available in annual report page 57. You can see LIC Home Care Finance Limited, and after that LIC Asset Management Company, and like that there are 4 subsidiaries. Another important thing to note is director's salary. There are 12 members for this company and they are paying approximately 1.5 crores, which is very small amount, right? And the percentage of profit taken as director's salary is even below 0.1%, which shows company is not mismanaged at least. Now you can see that recently 2021 Q1 financial results are announced in the last month, and you can see Q1 profit after tax or net profit is 153 crores, just fell more than 81% compared to the previous year same quarter, that is Q1 2020, and the amount was at that point of time is 817 crores. So 817 crore has fallen to 153 crores, which is a huge fall, right? Again, if you look at the quarter to quarter analysis, Q1 2021 net profit, which is 153 crores, fell 62% than Q4 2020, that is previous quarter. If you compare with the previous quarter also, you can see 62% reduction. This definitely is not looking good, but at least it's okay. Company is making profit year on year, so at least it is okay. This year dividend of 8.5 rupees is already issued on 16 September 2021. So dividend announcement has already been completed, so no more dividend this year. Now let's go to the technical part. Here you can see the 200 exponential moving average line. This is clearly below the price line. This is the current price and it is below the price line. So its chart looks bullish, right? And if you look at the 48 and 13 exponential moving average, you can see a crossover here, and this crossover is from the shorter moving average over the longer moving average, which means the price is again bullish. And if you look at the MACD, you can see a positive value here which is bullish, and also you can see it is going upwards, right? And there is no crossover, at least it is going upwards, so it is also bullish. Now if you look at the stochastics, you can see again it is a bullish trend, but it is in the overbought zone. Still it is okay. Stochastics overbought zone is okay, but still it is showing the bullish sign because the fast line K line is above the red line, so it is okay. Now if you look at the RSI, it is 56.25, which is perfectly neutral. So overall what I understand from the indicators is price can consolidate at this point for some time, maybe 1 or 2 days, maybe 1 week, and after that it is going to go up sharply. So the same thing is mentioned here. 200 exponential moving average is bullish and 13 and 48 exponential moving average is clearly bullish, and the price is more or less okay in the long term perspective. MACD again is positive as well as bullish. Stochastics is bullish but already hit the overbought zone, which means a short term consolidation is possible. Now RSI index is perfectly neutral, which is not showing any trend, which means it can go up or down as per the wish. Now my recommendation is to buy in small quantities and follow buy on dip strategy. Support is available at 430, 405 and 395 levels. Overall, the technical indicators shows share may consolidate at the present price for a short duration and go up sharply. In any case, no major dip is anticipated. Considering the credibility of LIC Housing Finance Limited, it is a must buy stock. Any price close or below 435 will be a fair entry point. Between 405 and 430 will be much better entry. Minimum and maximum long term portfolio allocation is 1% and 2% respectively, which means you can buy 2 to 5 quantity for a portfolio size of 1 lakh. Immediate target is 450, medium term target is 550, long term target is 750 to 1000. Now if you like our video, please subscribe our channel and thank you for watching.